All right, y'all. It's last clip for the 27th. Hands are dirty, but I got to go in a trailer and get some degreaser and some shop rags and clean that chassis up. At least get the parts and pieces that we can get cleaned up and put in place. Just wanted to ask my brethren, Todd and Steve, Randy, Glenda, Joe, any of my other folks that look in here that are born again, spirit filled Christians that are God fearing, Jesus loving, Bible reading, believing folks to pray for my brother Ace. He also has supplied us with a lot of parts and pieces and never asked for anything in return. So this is the best way I can pay you back, Ace, is by asking everybody to pray for you. Ace had a stroke almost a month ago. Stroke is weird. We don't know exactly why. If you pass tests and draw blood and your numbers and everything look good, it's really kind of baffling as to why these things happen. But he can't talk for whatever reason, and that's frustrating him. He can't work. He can't play. He can't really do squat diddly. So y'all pray with me for Ace, would you please, that the Lord would use this for his good, and that he'll glorify himself through whatever means, whatever reason, Ace and any of you have to go through a hard spot, an uncomfortable place, suffering, infirmity. Those are the peaks and valleys. We talk about the peaks and valleys of life, right? And I have all people know about those valleys and what I've learned and what the Bible teaches and what God teaches you if you're patient when you're in that valley as the ground is most fertile in the valley. The seeds you plant when you're down in the dumps will produce all kinds of fruit when you're on top of the mountain again, and you will. Everything is a going up, coming down. It's easy for us on top of the mountain to take credit for it ourselves and to be all about ourselves and look at me and I'm so proud of me and look at what I accomplished, that we forget what it was like down in that valley when things were hard, really hard for some. Me personally, bouncing out of that slumber of I don't know what that anesthesia, waking up pretty much after every surgery when they have to use the heavy anesthesia. And I don't mean just knocking you out so they can take a couple of teeth out or stick a camera up your doodah. You know what I mean? When they got to go in and cut you open, go in and do surgery and stuff, and that heavy anesthesia is poison to me. And when I wake up, I'm scared to death and don't know who I am, where I am, what's going on, why I'm there. I don't know other people. And that's frightening. So that is probably the deepest, darkest valley I've been in, is waking up in this complete darkness and having nothing but my faith in Jesus and God to carry me through it. I couldn't breathe when I woke up from the bypass. That's all I could do. That's the best I could do was take, and I had a male nurse, and he was mad. He said, listen, you got to breathe, you got to breathe. And he didn't know that I was freaking out from the anesthesia. And he said, listen, you got to take breaths or this isn't going to work. I can't do my job if you're not going to do it. He got mad at me, man. And I mean, I'm awake 5 minutes. He's giving me chips of ice. He wouldn't even give me something to drink. That's how freshly awakened I was. And I remember him walking away saying, I'll go get something for the pain. I said, it hurts, it hurts. He says, I'll go get something for the pain. But you had better start breathing or this is going to be a long week for you and you're not going to do well. So he walked away, and man, I just started praying, crying and praying. The Psalms, right? 23. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil, for thou art with me. And I tell you, Jesus come to me and told me, I told him, take this away. Take me out of this misery. Take this pain. He said, I can't. I can't take it away, but I'm going to walk through every step of it with you. And so, Ace, know that you are going to bounce out of this. It might not be a 5-minute job. You might not come out of this in a week or 3 days or 10 days or a month, but you will come out the other side of it. And he's going to provide you with everything you need to continue living your life, man. Everything happens for a reason. What that reason is, we don't almost never know right away, but you'll find out. So, my believing friends, join me in praying for my brother Ace down here in Florida, who's supplied me and Richard with fellowship and camaraderie and go-kart parts, which is really nothing. It's the rest of it. It's the other two things that really mean the most. So, Godspeed, God bless. I'm going to run over here and see how our little template came out for the holes in the bottom of that Vortex engine, and see what we can do about making a motor mount or something. Continue getting our hands dirty. Love you, Ace. Love you all. Hang in there. I am praying for all of you. Godspeed. It'll get better. I'm going to do a little playing.